Okay, here we're going to have a video on multiplying polynomials. Okay, when we multiply polynomials, just take your time, do it one step at a time. The biggest thing you have to remember is you're going to be distributing. This 7 has to go times this and times this. And remember, when you're multiplying, you don't have to have like variables. In this case, I would have 7 times negative 5, which is negative 35. And then the v stays with it. And then 7 times negative 8 is negative 56. That would be the final answer. The key is to make sure you distribute to everything. Let's take a look at another one. Negative 4 distribute to both. Okay, so negative 4 times v is negative 4v, and then negative 4 times 1 is negative 4, and we would just put down minus 4. Minus 4, negative 4, same thing. That's how you write it down. Alright, how about if we have a variable in here? Well, for the variable problems, we're going to take, excuse the bell, we're going to take the 2 and we're going to multiply it by both numbers, but we also have to distribute the x. So we're going to go 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. And I have 2 x's. So x squared. And then 2 times negative 3 is minus 6 or negative 6, and I have 1x. So that's all there is to it. Alright, these start getting a bit trickier. This is no different than me going like this. You go, I'm going to do this 4n times 2n plus 6 and that plus sign 1 times 2n plus 6. Now you do it the same way. We go 4 times 2 is 8. I have 2n, so n squared. 4 times 6 is 24. That's positive 24n. I had that 1n. And over here I have 1 times this. So 1 times 2n is 2n. And 1 times 6 is 6. So I have plus 6. And then we have to remember about combining like terms. So here I have an n and n. And remember, when we're adding and combining these, they have to be the same. So I have these n's. So my final answer would be 8n squared. 24 plus 2 is 26n, and then plus 6. That would be our final answer. Okay, let's take a look at another one. This time we have 3 here. What I would do is I would distribute this 2 to this one, and this one first. And then I would take the 4 and do the same thing. The 4 here, 4 here, 4 here. Let's do the 2 first. 2n times n squared. I have just the 2, and then I have 2 n's and one more, so I'd add n3. And 2 times 6 is 12, and I have 2n, so n squared. And then 2 times negative 4 is negative 8, and then I have the 1n. Now I got to do my 4. Negative 4 times n squared is negative 4n squared. And then negative 4 times 6 is minus 24. And I have an n. And then here, negative 4 times negative 4 is positive 16. If you do this, then you're going to have to come back and combine all the like terms. I have 1n3. It is the 2n to the third power. I have an n2 here and an n2 here, so I combine those. 12 minus 4 is 8, so I have 8 n squared. And then I have negative 8n and negative 24n. That gives me negative 32n. And then I have the plus 16 left over. So a lot of steps, but all the steps are easy. Just take your time, do them one at a time. How about if we had a triple? All right, let's just do it one at a time. 7 times each of these. 7m squared times m squared is 7m to the 4th. So you had 2 and 2 more. 7 times 7, or negative 7, is negative 49. Have 1n and 2 more, so m3. 7 times 6 is negative 42 m squared. I'm going to do the same thing with this 3. So negative 3 times 3m times m squared is negative 3m to the 3rd. Add 1 and 2 more. Alright, then negative 3 times negative 7 is positive 21. Have 1m and 2 more. Or excuse me, 1 and 1 more, so I have 2. And then negative 3 times negative 6 is positive 18. And I have 1m. Then I do my negative 7 times all of them. So negative 7 times m squared is negative 7m squared. Negative 7 times negative 7 is positive 49, and that is m. And then negative 7 times negative 6 is plus 42. Barely ran out of room. So I have 1m4. I'm going to copy it down. 7m4. Alright, I use this one. Now I got m3 and an m3 here. So I have negative 49 minus 3. That is minus 52m cubed. I use this one and this one. Now m squared, so I have a negative 42 plus 21. That's negative 21 m squared. Negative 42 plus 21 is 21. Is negative 21. So I use that one and that one. Oh, wait a minute. I got one more m squared here. So let me fix this. I had negative 21, but then I had minus 7 more, so I actually have negative 28 m squared. So, see how I made that mistake? Had to go back and erase. That's why you should always use a pencil when you do math. Now I have 18m and 49m, so if I add those together, I get positive 67m. And then I have plus 42 left over, plus 42, and lo and behold, all that work, that would be our final answer. So that's how you do these. Here's your extra credit. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4. Show all of your work. A couple of easy ones, a couple a little bit longer. Just take your time, do them one step at a time, turn this in, Mr. Riddle, get your extra credit.